Hi, my name is Michael Garnett, and I'm going to expose you to the untold truth behind Nikola Tesla's lab fire after he patented the model number 512,340 on January 9, 1894, that was meant to change the energy world forever, and how he was forced to quit on all the projects that would have meant your energy independence today, losing $50,000, all his work, and the right to win the Nobel Prize for Energy. You're also going to discover the sweet revenge of Tesla on the greedy energy fat cats 2 weeks before he passed away by exposing only to his natal villagers an invention that costs $63 and takes 43 minutes to build and that has cut their electricity bill instantly by 80% for the past 78 years, totally legal. And if you stick with me until the end of this shocking but very short video, that the power companies would pay a fortune to take it down, I'll show you, like other 102,244 people who took action, can pay as little as $20 instead of $100 or $50 instead of $250 on your monthly electricity bills for the rest of your life. July 10, 1856, in the small village of Similjan, Croatia today, from a father priest and a mother artist, Nikola Tesla was born. From early childhood, the boy proved to be a genius. Before going to elementary school, Nikola amazed his parents. The obsession for making home craft tools, mechanical appliances, and the ability to memorize Serbian epic poems were things that he was doing all day long at the age of 6. In school, he was always learning from 3 a.m. to 11 p.m., no weekend or holidays, and concerned even the professors that he might die from exhaustion. For Nikola, it was normal, and he was having the time of his life. Soon he quits on school because he felt that he was not progressing, and decides to come to the U.S. and work for the great Thomas Edison in design and improvement to electrical equipment. Tesla makes his genius remarked shortly and tells Edison that he could redesign Edison's motors and generators, making an improvement in both service and economy. Edison laughed and said, "There's $50,000 in it for you if you can do it." In 1882, $50,000 was the equivalent of $1.3 million today. Tesla did it ultimately, but the first betrayal knocked at his door. Edison refused to pay him, saying, "Tesla, you don't understand our American humor." Tesla resigned and founded his own company, Tesla Electric Light and Manufacturing. The company installed electrical arc light-based illumination systems and also had the designs for dynamo-electric machine commutators, the first patents issued to Tesla in the U.S. The second betrayal occurred. Tesla proposed that the company should go on to develop his ideas for alternating current transmission system and motors. The investors, big banks connected with the energy world at that time, disagreed and fired him from his own company, leaving him penniless. Tesla was forced to work as a ditch digger for $2 per day. Later he said about that period that it was terrible headaches and bitter tears. 1 year later, with the help of some attorney friend, Tesla formed the Tesla Electric Company. Over the next years, his company constructed an alternating current induction motor based on a rotating magnetic field. He received patent for the motor in May 1888. X-ray experimentation was next, and then the radio waves. So next time you listen to the radio or you go to your doctor for an X-ray, or even when you're using the electric stove or the microwave unit, make sure you know it comes from Tesla. But things were far from running smoothly, and the day that was about to change everything came. January 9, 1894, Nikola Tesla wakes up in the morning, takes all the documentation of a secret invention, and heads to the U.S. Patent Office. 4 hours later, he's getting out with a big smile on his face. Rumors say that he yelled, "This will change the energy world forever." For the next period, he worked day and night to fulfill his dream, to make this genius invention applicable for all people. A few people know what I'm going to tell you next. He needed funds, and he invited in his laboratory 5 potential investors for a demonstration of his discovery. Among these 5 people there were 2 bankers, 2 energy investors, and 1 president of a very powerful power company at the time. The madman scientist took out of his bag a weird little device. He turned on a light bulb, and right next to it he put his little device. Then, from this little device, he plugged in another 15 more light bulbs. The result was incredible. From the same source of energy that was lighting one bulb, he managed through his weird invention to give power to 15 more light bulbs. Bottom line was that for every 100 watts consumed, he was able to get at least 500 free watts. His incredible invention was about to cut the electricity bills instantly by 80% everywhere in the world. The assistants was in shock. They even searched the device to see if there were any gimmicks. Tesla said, "Gentlemen, finance me and help me improve this, and all the planet will afford energy." Although at first sight they all looked interested, this invention hit them in the back of their head. These guys were making money from energy consumption, and they were planning to expand. Their interest was to trick people to consume more instead of saving on energy. This could mean their bankruptcy. Only Tesla was naive because he didn't care about money, and he thought that all the other people are the same. Big mistake, because 1 week later, the ultimate betrayal occurred. March 13, 1895, on the Fifth Avenue at Tesla Laboratory, a big fire started. In less than 2 hours, the entire building burnt to the ground. Nikola Tesla barely escaped. Much of Tesla's early research, hundreds of invention models, plans, notes, laboratory data, tools, photographs, valued at $50,000, were lost in the Fifth Avenue laboratory fire. Tesla is quoted by the New York Times as saying, "I am in too much grief to talk. What can I say?" This devastated him. And although he was pretty sure where the fire came from, he didn't go to police to press charges. He quit on everything, didn't care about science anymore, started to gamble, and almost got broke. For the next period, he went in his natal village in Similjan, Croatia, with all the papers that he could save, and started a new life. The truth is that Tesla never recovered mentally from this event, and even though he continued his projects and research, he decided to quit on the project that was about to give very cheap energy to people. On January 7, 1943, Tesla dies alone in a hotel room in New York. Power companies made sure that his name was forgotten and became popular again in the 1990s. Greedy energy fat cats believed that the secret of cheap electricity died along with Tesla, but they didn't know that he managed to save the plans of his invention, and that he gave it away only to the people of his natal village. Rumors say that Similjan is the community where people are still paying less than 20% than other Croatians are paying. How do I know all these? Well, I lived in Similjan for 4 years, and I got to find all the secrets. Here are some pictures from Similjan. Have a look and tell me if you see anything strange. As you can see, there are electrical masts on the road, but houses don't seem to need electricity from the power companies. Now let me tell you what it's all about, and how it can change your life. This invention can work anywhere to power everything from small radios to big refrigerators, plasma TVs, or computers. It's perfect to use in any situation, especially in disaster situations when all the energy lines are down and you need electricity for preserving the food in the refrigerator and for cooking. It's so small that you can put it in your pocket, but it's so powerful that it can reduce your entire electricity bill by 80% instantly. The wonder invention is the bifilar pancake coil, patented by Nikola Tesla in 1894 in the patent number 512340. And you can find this anywhere at any local shop, but just a few people know what to do with it. There's a catch. Tesla's invention was not yet ready to be a DIY when his lab got on fire. In fact, those who put the fire on his lab wanted this, and even though many people know about Tesla coil, and you can find info on a few websites, no one will teach you how to make this work for your home and how to cut your electricity prices by 80% guaranteed by tomorrow. Without insider info that Tesla shared only with the villagers of Similjan, you won't be able to do it. I'm going to show you everything in a minute. But before this, let me share with you what's so magic about this coil. The bifilar coil is a coil on steroids. Tesla believed that this comes from other planet, and that is the best product this planet could give. Imagine a coil that has so much power that can last tens of years without any intervention, giving any time the exact boost that a small source of electricity needs to transform itself into more electricity. This is not unique in nature. I don't know if you're familiar with how the aircraft carriers are built and how they're propelled, but for sure they're not working on gas or diesel. Their energy is provided by uranium, and approximately 100 pounds of uranium is enough to propel a huge carrier for 1 year without interruption around the globe. Pretty much the same happens with Tesla coil, at a different proportion. It has the same power. It can boost any electricity source into 5 times more instantly, permanently, without any intervention for the rest of your life. And in the next few moments, you're going to see just how easy it is to build it for yourself. But here's the even better news. Many of the materials Tesla had in his original patents used to cost a small fortune when the inventor was alive. But after almost a century, you can find many of these components for mere dollars at any Home Depot. In fact, the new blueprints are so simple that you don't have to be an electrician. Heck, a 12-year-old could build a small generator during a lunch break. Just imagine having your entire home powered by Tesla energy. No more paying through the nose on electricity just to make the fat cats even fatter. Turn on the AC as often as you want, without having to constantly hear that nagging voice inside your head telling you that you need to turn it off because you'll end up paying a fortune. You might want to take notes because this will be short and intense. Here's a short video of the device in action. Remember, this is the smallest scale at which you can build the energy revolution system. With larger scale devices, the results are impressive. You'll get instant savings of 50%, 80% or more without spending $15,000 to $20,000 or more on expensive solar panels. You'll enjoy even greater savings once you discover the 3 essential tweaks you can make in less than 20 minutes that will maximize your power output by almost 200%. You'll be able to power up any kind of household appliances, from lamps and toasters to electricity hogs like refrigerators and AC units. You'll feel the peace of mind that comes from knowing that should anything happen, from a mere broken power line to a nationwide blackout or worse, your family won't be at the mercy of others. What's more, because the energy revolution system is very light and portable, it makes for one of the best emergency generators you could ever hope for. Unlike solar panels, it won't get blown off the roof by strong winds and hurricanes. And unlike conventional portable generators, there are no fumes, and you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on fuel. In fact, there's very little to spend at all. Except from a simple maintenance check every few months, the generator is basically set and forget. And because the low-friction design makes it so silent, you won't even hear it running. That's because you can install it in your basement or in your backyard and not worry about weather conditions for 1 second. My electric bills kept getting bigger and bigger, and for a while I was thinking about paying $15,000 on a solar panel system. Glad I didn't. The energy revolution does the trick, and it cost me a little under $108 to make it. Brian Harris from Austin, Texas. I've never built anything in my entire life, yet this was so easy I assembled it with my grandkids. Now we get free electricity 24/7. 71-year-old James Wallace from Colorado. So here's why you need to try the energy revolution system today. Quite frankly, there's never been a better time for a technology like this to emerge, with electricity prices going through the roof and peak oil just around the corner. It's only a matter of time before everyone turns to alternative energy sources. But if you think about it, you'll realize alternative energy never really was an alternative. Just try to go solar without spending 5 figures on a solar panel system. It's impossible. And then there's maintenance costs, breakdowns, clouds, bird droppings, and all the stuff you just don't want to be worrying about. The energy revolution system, on the other hand, is extremely adaptable and will completely change the way you look at energy. It costs less than $200 to build, and you can find all the materials and spare parts at your local electronics shop. It's completely weatherproof, and it really makes no difference if it's raining or if it's too hot outside. And because you can use it during the night, you don't need expensive batteries to store your excess electricity. It's incredibly easy to build. Sure, the technology may have been cutting edge in the 30s, but these days it's definitely not rocket science. You can get materials that used to cost thousands of dollars for a few bucks. And with our step-by-step instructions, Building your own generator is as easy as assembling an IKEA chair. There are no emissions, no fumes, no radiations. In fact, it's probably just as green as solar or wind power systems. And best of all, generates electricity day in and day out, so you can slash your bill by 50%, 80%, or even more. Here's how to get the Energy Revolution blueprints. You need to move fast on this one because we simply don't know for how long this website is going to stay up. The first time people heard about the Energy Revolution system, things turned out really bad for the inventor, and we fear it might happen once again. But still, we want to get this into as many hands as possible. This technology has already changed the face of the modern world, and it can do it one more time. People need to hear about this amazing device so they can break free from big energy and stop paying for electricity that should be available to everyone. So, here's the deal. The Energy Revolution blueprints are available in electronic format for instant download. You could be reading them just 5 minutes from now, and you can enjoy real savings in electricity from your own generator in just a few short days. You'll save hundreds of dollars each month and thousands each year, and there will be no reason to go solar and fork out at least $20,000 on a solar panel system that pays for itself in 8 long years. And given all of that, how much is it worth to you to literally get cheap green electricity for good? So, I'm not going to ask you to invest $1,000 for the secret, even though I know it's worth at least that. It won't cost you $500 as Tesla envisioned it either. The whole reason we're even charging any money for this is only to cover our research and design expenses. Yet the Energy Revolution blueprints won't cost you $500, not even $250, even though they would be worth every penny at this price. I'm going to set the price of the Energy Revolution blueprints at just $69. But because you're getting here early, if you act right now, I'll let you have the Energy Revolution blueprints, including the manual, the schematics, the parts list, and all the step-by-step guides for a single payment of only $39. That's probably less than half of what you're paying each month on electricity, and you can recoup that investment in as little as 30 days. Getting the blueprints for the Energy Revolution system is easy. Just click on the big, shiny, inviting Add to Cart button that just appeared below, and you'll be taken to our secure order page. I can't guarantee that I can keep this price for longer, especially since we're giving 60 days of unlimited email support, so don't get mad if you come here in a few days and see that the price has gone back up. And really, the price doesn't even matter. That's because you're covered by our no-questions-asked money-back guarantee for full 60 days. It's simple. Get the blueprints today and put them to the test. See how easy it is to make your own electricity with the Energy Revolution system. Feel the peace of mind that comes with knowing you don't owe anyone a red cent. And see what it's like to take your electricity bill down to almost nothing by the end of the month. You have 60 days to decide whether this was a good investment or not. And if you're less than thrilled with how much you're saving on electricity, just write us a short email at the address you'll find in the members area. We'll give you an immediate refund, even if it's the 23rd hour of the 59th day. The Energy Revolution system will help you save hundreds of dollars each month. You won't need expensive generators, and it's so portable you can even take it with you on your trips. Instead of paying thousands of dollars on expensive generators, you can pocket the savings and spend it on more important things. You're finally free and independent, no longer trapped inside a legal monopoly that's holding you at gunpoint. The Energy Revolution system is about something bigger and more important than money. It's about regaining your freedom and making a stand. Right now, you're at a crossroads that's not just going to affect your bank account, but your happiness, your security, and the safety of your family for years to come. And the way I see it, 3 paths lie ahead of you. The first thing is to do like most people do. Take no action, do nothing, and hope that nothing bad will happen. Let this video end, leave the site behind, and keep feeling like you're going to have a heart attack every time you open up your electric bill. Keep acting like a power Nazi around the house, constantly worrying about every last watt of power. Keep sweating your ways through the summers and freezing your way through the winters, all because you want to save a few bucks. Keep contributing to the problem, gobbling up our natural resources, and keeping us addicted to foreign sources of power. Of course, there's a second path, and that is to take what you've learned today and try to figure out your own system for creating real power for your home. Honestly, you can try this. But would you rather reinvent the wheel every time you leave the house, or would you rather just climb into your car and get where you're going? It took our team a lot of time, effort, energy, and work to put together the Energy Revolution system, to test it, and to make sure that even non-technical folks like my brother could follow it and use it. And it's way too easy to mess this up and spend a lot of money while you're experimenting. Just buy the wrong kind of panel or forget a particular part, and you'll end up with a really fancy lawn ornament that does not generate a single watt. And if you really want to be self-sufficient and not at the mercy of big electric companies, then you should seriously consider path number 3. Let me take all the risk for you. Do what over 102,000 folks have already done. Grab your copy of the Energy Revolution system. See how fun it is to start generating power for you and your family in shockingly little time. And with our generous 60-day guarantee, there's really no way you can lose. Just click the orange Add to Cart button that you see below. You'll be brought right to our secure order page, and you'll be able to grab your copy of the Energy Revolution system and all the bonuses at a whopping discount right away. So you need to act fast if you don't want to miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Join the 102,244 thrilled families who have realized that there is a better, simpler, and a more cost-effective way to power their homes. The bottom line is you need to get in fast while you can to get your hands on this incredible technology. Still here? There are some questions that I keep receiving from people, and I'll try to answer a few here. 1. If the Energy Revolution system works so well, why aren't more people using it? There are more than 102,244 happy families already using the Energy Revolution system, but every serious prepper that uses it won't brag about it. For some, it's the fear factor. Most people think that it's too complex to build. The fact is, the Energy Revolution system is easy when you have the proper blueprint. 2. How hard will this be to make? This is so simple and easy to build, you'll kick yourself for not taking up the Energy Revolution system earlier. The whole thing takes 2 hours, doesn't require strength and electric school. That's all, and really there's no excuse for not giving it a try. In fact, if you don't want to lift a finger, you can still do this. Just pay someone $50 to read the blueprints and to put together the Energy Revolution system for you. It's more fun than Legos, and many of our clients are saying that their children love it. 3. How long will this take? It will take you a little over 60 minutes to read the blueprints, and that's it. Building the Energy Revolution system takes under 2 hours if you're slow. A lot less if someone is helping you. 4. How much do the parts cost? To build a small scale of the Energy Revolution system, you'll need about $73 worth of parts that you can get from any electronics store. If you want to scale it up and get more electricity, you'll need more expensive parts, but you'll find that you can easily power up an entire home with under $210 in total costs. So, go ahead and seize your opportunity now by clicking the orange Add to Cart button below.